Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. It so happened that this morning I was making some pork broth. Okay, so it's here. Actually, this is part of the pork broth I made this morning. So my mother-in-law asked me to use part of the pork broth to cook. We have some fish maw. Okay, this is the fish maw that we still have from our Chinese New Year this year. Basically, there are many types of fish maw. This is considered the cheaper version. One packet probably about 30 to 50 ringgit Malaysia, and not difficult to soak until it is softened. Basically, this one will probably need about less than half an hour. Usually, you want to use hot water to soak your fish maw. This is the fried fish maw, okay, until it is softened. Why hot water? Because hot water will help to disperse, to remove the oiliness from your fish maw, because it is fried. It can be very oily. Yeah, you will know after you did it. Okay, so after that, I actually cut my fish maw into slices. Slices like this. Okay, slices like this. Right. So besides the pork broth, fish maw, you will need some shiitake mushroom. This is soaked shiitake mushroom, and then I slice it to thin slices. Right? You want some flavor from there, and also some julienne carrot. And it would be good if you can put in some Chinese cabbage. This is not sure if I want to use this later. I'll decide later. This is the water that I use to soak my shiitake mushroom. Usually, I will just use I will mix between the pork broth or chicken stock together with some water. Okay, so really up to you. About 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic, 1 tablespoon of chopped shallot, 1 tablespoon of chopped ginger. Some people may think that the fish maw soup will take hours to make. No, it is actually very easy. So let's start with a bit of oil, maybe 2 tablespoons of oil. Then the next thing is you want to saute the carrot. And the mushroom. These two things, you want it to have some direct contact with the hot oil in order to really bring out the flavor. For the shiitake mushroom, it is the fragrance. For the carrot, is to bring out the, I think there's this term called carotene. Yeah, it's called carotene. Immediately I can smell it. I can smell the mushroom already. I wish you can smell it too. Always remember, shiitake mushroom require some direct contact with your hot oil. And also notice my oil has actually turned a bit orangey. That is the carotene releasing from the carrot. Nice flavor. Of course, the shiitake mushroom I use is actually from my Chinese New Year. Very nice, very thick. Do you know how to choose the shiitake mushroom? Make sure the beneath the mushroom head is as white as possible. All right. Then we can actually continue to saute the garlic, shallot, ginger. I'm going to put in a bit more oil here. Of course, you can also use garlic oil or onion oil to add extra flavor. Oh, it's already super fragrant. Yes, a fish maw soup should not take you more than 10-15 minutes. The most important thing is your broth. Yeah, you need your chicken stock or your pork broth to start with. All right. So here's our pork broth. Today I'm a bit more luxury because I actually use almost 100% pork broth. Most of the time, I will actually use maybe 50% pork broth and then that's 50% just water. Okay, so once a while we can be a little bit more luxurious. So let's bring this to a boil before I add in the veggie. We will come back shortly. Right, the soup is now boiling. We can actually put in the Chinese cabbage. Just now I also put in some of the mushroom water, yeah. And we can now give it some seasoning here. I'm going to give it a little bit of oyster sauce. About 1 tablespoon. A little bit of fish sauce. Maybe about 1 teaspoon. Some Shaoxing wine. Of course, if you don't take wine, you don't have to put Shaoxing wine. A bit of salt. And a bit of sugar. If you are not comfortable with adding sugar, you don't have to. Few dashes of white pepper. My new white pepper has very strong flavor, so I don't want to add too much. Okay, it's almost there. Let's add in the fish maw, which is already softened. Always ask the seller how long does it need for you to soak their fish maw. I have bought one type before that requires 4 hours. Yes, 4 hours. You need 4 hours to soften the fish maw. This one only 30 minutes. So you really need to ask the seller who sell the fish maw to you, right? For those who doesn't know what is a fish maw is the part where the fish uses to control their floating in the sea, yeah, in the water. All right. Usually, this dish will be very starchy, but some of you may already know Appa is not a very starchy person. So I'm still going to put in some starch, but not as much. Okay? I'm just going to put in some, but not as much. Maybe 2 teaspoons of starch powder. Okay, about 2 teaspoons of starch powder. Then I'm going to put some water, some hot water. So I'm still going to starch it, but not as much. Okay. This dish, if you're eating outside, is very, very starchy. But I don't like it. I don't like this to be very starchy. So we will normally eat this with a bit of black vinegar. Okay, you can add black vinegar to it. Okay, and right before serving, I'm going to break an egg. Where's my egg? Oh, hilang. My egg's missing. Okay, never mind. Alright, it's basically done. You just need to cook your fish more under the broth for a few minutes. It's more than enough. It will absorb because it acts like a sponge. The fish maw is like a sponge. It will absorb the flavor very nicely. Alright, it's done. I can let me dish it out for you. This is for at least 3 to 4 adults. Alright, like I mentioned, you can also put some black vinegar, okay, on top while you're eating. So here's my very simple fish maw soup that will not take you more than 15 minutes. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.